Hi everyone, just one second. Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you so much, Princess. Would love to know your name, Princess. That's a lovely name too. Can you hear me? Uh, Hello. Can you hear me? If any of you are online, just wave if you can hear me. I'm waiting for Neetu to join us. Yeah, thanks. Hi, Mahajanam. Thank you for joining. I've just sent an invite to Neetu. I'm waiting for her to join us. Yeah, Neetu is here. Neetu, if you can just send me, accept my invite or, yeah. Hi, Neetu.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Very good.
Wonderful to have you here again, right? We started the season of Soulful Saturday with you.
Yeah.
And everyone who's here, Neetu is, a world-renowned yoga teacher. She travels across the globe conducting workshops on yoga, meditation, pranayama, and she is the founder of Total Yoga. She conducts teacher training. She's a passionate cook. And yes, Neetu is also a transformational coach, right? Life transformational coach. And we have invited her here today to talk to us on women's health. And this is again a topic which Neetu is very passionate about. So we are looking forward to it. And thank you so much, Neetu, for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Pooja, to having me here.
Thanks. So is it bright enough, my screen for you?
Yes, I can see
All right.
clearly. Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you. So today's topic is women's health. As we all know, right? Unlike in olden days, now women are participating in, various fields, professions. A lot is expected also out of them. Women are themselves setting, higher standards of achievements for themselves, not just in a corporate world, but even, physically challenging tasks, be it sports or, army. So, and a women's body goes through, immense changes from childhood all the way, till menopause and then old age. So, and women, apart from, being emotionally more sensitive and strong, the hormonal balance, etc., plays a significant role in their life. And today, with this changing lifestyle, competitive environment, so much of information available. So, as early as teenage itself, I think, girls start going through, they start experiencing these changes. And, there's a sort of guidance required. Parents and teachers do their best, but this sort of establishing this inner connection, knowing themselves better. So I think this is where, Neetu, if you can tell us how yoga helps us or would help teenagers, as a tool to help them understand these changes better.
Thank you, Pooja. So when we talk about women itself, you have seen from, as Pooja mentioned, from the teenage time itself, the first change comes in her, and nowadays it can be early, like let's say 11 itself. And you see the changes first time how she feels. She's not comfortable, she's scared, and she doesn't know how to react. Of course, parents, there is school nowadays guiding you through that, your friends, your family, everybody help is there. But still, there's so much changes. Like, let's say, let's talk about when first time you experience. Let's say I experienced my first period. It was cramp, the pain, and I had no idea about how and what to talk about it and what to share about it. But these are the small things looking wise and for you to know, but internally the hormones are playing big time a change. And that's the reason in woman body, hormone has to be always balanced. That's why in yoga also we talk about all the time balancing it. So teenage itself is a big, I can say big change itself for a guy and a girl. But for a girl, more such as because of her, the menstrual cycle has started. And that has made pimples. Suddenly you feel shy. You are not comfortable in your own body. So all those kind of education and comforting her will go a long way. Now, let's talk about after a few years of teenage passes by, a woman is much better, comfortable with the period which is going through every month. Now there is a time comes when you finish your college and you're entering in a different world altogether. And before going to college also nowadays, I can see from last 5 or 10 years, the changes are so big where a woman goes through, some of the men here listening and a woman also heard those words called PCOD, and other one
Yeah.
is called PCOS. Now it's a polycystic ovary disorder, and same time, what is happening between so both are similar. There's nothing much different. Both are going through the ovary, but the issues are there are more egg produced, and those eggs, and in one the cysts are around it, which are really not helping a woman, and that's the imbalance of hormones. Now, when these two are happening to a woman, let's understand. Pooja, it's okay, I can go through this.
Yes,
Now,
please.
when this change is happening, you need to understand it's happening due to the lifestyle. Yes. Now, changes are already happening. On top of that, if you're not taking care of yourself, and in that time itself, you need the guidance. You need somebody help to tell you. You need to go for routine, your checkups, what is internally happening to your system. First sign you see yourself for a woman, if you start working after the college immediately, first sign will be either hair growth near the chin, around the chin, or
Uh-huh.
any part of your face or neck area, you will see the growth coming suddenly. That's the first sign showing you. The second, suddenly you start seeing, and most of you, you can say it's a young age, but no, lots of pimples.
Hmm.
Now, a cosmetic woman, a doctor will say it's oily skin, but no. It's due to the internal hormonal imbalance for that girl, it's happening. Then third thing you'll notice for a girl, suddenly she's becoming big. She's putting on weight, 1 kg, 2 kg, and it goes up. She doesn't
Hmm.
realize what is happening to her system. Why is that? Fourth thing will be her always craving will be starting more and more. Not only during periods, by the way, the craving will be all the time. If you're not satisfied, you are angry, the mood swings are so much, immediately the hand goes, for anybody, that matter for a man also, your hand goes towards
Hmm.
sugar, refined
True.
sugar. And you just put in yourself, and temporary, that sugar high is there. And that's the reason you're feeling better for that moment, but lots of damages you have done internally. Now let's understand a little bit more deeper about it. Okay, when you start working in corporate or any line, as Pooja mentioned, we are standing next to a man all the time. We want to stand and say, yes, I do exist. And be it whichever profession you're talking about. But did you realize how much change this woman, this Shakti, is going through? Naturally, God is gifted. This body is given to you very differently from a man. Now, let's say here I come back again for a man, woman, both. If you work, say I have time off, international time to work, remember, I'll explain you what happened to your system and why it's happening. Remember, if your time is sleeping in the night, why the night becomes dark naturally for you to close your eyes and sleep. Those light can affect you a lot. Why, when you open your laptop or your computer and you start working 12 or 10 p.m. till 3, that time is scientifically for this system to shut and repair. So for anybody, it's very important to shut and repair that time. If you push your system, of course, when you are young in 20s, it will still last till 5, 6, 7, 8, and you'll start seeing the sign in different ways. I come back to the Shakti for the woman, how it plays a big role. That's the reason PCOS and PCOD both coming through. That's how the imbalance is happening. You're not getting the repair time, neither mental rest time. That's the reason when it's imbalance, a woman gets in little time only anything can irritate her. Or due to that, you can, because you see yourself, this is not you. And when you're responding also to certain energy, you're responding very differently. Now, let me help you with this, how yoga plays a role. Of course, you can do any kind of activity. I'll suggest you first thing, start cutting. I'm not saying totally stop it, but start cutting and substituting those refined food with the whole multigrain stuff. That's the simplest thing you can do. Morning, you should start having fresh fruits instead of having those refined bread or pastry or puff or whatever. Instead of that, go for that. There's no quick fix. If you want quick fix, fruits is another quick fix. You just take a banana, peel it, and eat it. Nothing will happen, and it's going to be very helpful. As most of you know here, banana has potassium and so much fiber, minerals, and vitamins. It's again a magical fruit, banana itself. So have a fruit, have some nuts, easy to carry anytime available. So this is the small change you can make. Cut out all the refined, I'm saying slowly as much you can, and add instead of that more multigrain stuff. A pressure cooker or anything cooked, it will not take much time. Add more raw vegetables in your food. That means salad, a portion in the afternoon. Start drinking in the morning. Little lime. These are the small changes, and you'll see the result like anything. In the evening, try finishing your dinner before 7. So these are the things which, as a woman who are going through these two hormonal changes, can practice. In yoga, and that's why I need to wear some clothes which I can show you what you can do. So first is what happening. As I said, your mood is also moving and varying all the time. Now, how to balance? There is called Anulom Vilom Pranayama to balance your mental and physical both state. And for that, so I will be keep adding and teaching all of you, if some of you know, great, how to do Anulom Vilom. Make sure this is not the way. Mudras are very important. Mudras itself is a lock for your system. So the energy is not distributing. You're locking and reversing it to your system. That's the reason mudras. So right hand Vishnu Mudra. With the practice, you can get it. Spine has to be erect. As you understand, spine has all the energy channel. If you sit like this, you're blocking. And that's the reason you don't feel fresh, you don't feel energetic, you feel more lethargic. So first step, your spine when you're practicing any kind of pranayama. So you inhale with me, count of 1. Hold for 2. Exhale 2 to the right. Inhale 1 right. Block your nostril. Exhale 2 through the left. Inhale same left 1. So this is one round. You need to complete 5, 6, 7, but not less than 5 rounds. So 1 inhale, 2 hold, and 2 exhale. Very easy to remember. Inhale is 1, double the number, hold, double the number, same number, exhale. Now, how certain asanas helps to massage your abdominal area. When we talk about abdominal area, all the function of your uterus to kidney to liver all are down. That's why the pelvic area has to be nicely, some yoga asanas done for that. So I'll be taking you through that also. Before that, let's get into, let me move my camera to show you what you need to do. So let's say this is my mat. Most of you practice yoga and you know how to do bhujanga, but I'll teach you a small variation which will help you. Now what you do when you lie down, Sorry everybody, need to fix the camera a little bit, yes.
Yeah, we can
So if
see you.
you're lying down, your hand has to be slightly away from your body. And then opening up your shoulder chest will help you to open up your body more. And you stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. You can do 5 to 6 times this. Same time after that you'll do Bhujangasana. Place your palm next to your chest. Inhale and stretch your whole body. That means you'll be here and now you'll do proper Bhujangasana. Once your back starts opening and then. So again, 3 to 5 breaths. And after that, next one you are going to practice. It's called Ardh Matsendra Asana. It's a spinal twist, which I can show you sitting here. Now, what very important for this is it's always good to have a guidance with your best yoga teacher. Now, here, most of the time you forget opposite hand and leg. So I'll teach you 2 ways for people who are getting into first time. Opposite hand, knee holding in. Opposite hand at the back. Open your shoulder. Once you get here, close your eyes. Very important to connect body breath. So you do 5 in the starting 5 breath. Then you'll do other side. So turn around, same thing. Here, holding and opening your shoulder. Now, for the people who are practicing yoga for long and they can do properly what they need to do, bring this leg, bring this leg, bring your opposite hand, lock it and lock it. So both the legs are locked. This is how it is. So Ardh Matsendra Asana. Now what does it do? Why do you need to do this? If you see your spine, your hip, the abdominal area is getting pressed with your opposite leg. That means flushing the blood flow, the fresh blood flow through your internal system. And that's another important point when we are talking about PCOS and PCOD. So these are the few things. If you are having, let's say, twice in a week for women, twice in a week, 3 times in a week alcohol, reduce it. If you smoke, that's another plays a role. So I can say lifestyle change is the most important for you. I never try to tell any of my students to cut the cigarette or drinking, but in this situation, I will tell you to cut it, and if you can remove it, that will be great. make your alcohol once in a while, having not regularly. I know when you are young, you don't care about these things, but it goes for long actually. And your health for a woman is very important, especially when you're talking about your productive system. And tomorrow, when you want to have kids or anything, for that, you need to have a proper function of your internal system. So that's our age where nowadays, the next one, I think, do you like to ask anything or it's okay with this?
Um, Anyone here, do you have any questions with regard to PCOS, PCOD,
Then we'll
hormonal
move to
balance?
once you are done with this.
So we can save the questions for the end as well. So I think
Okay.
now, because you have addressed this, we can move on to, this pregnancy again. Nowadays, it's infertility,
Yeah.
this whole stress, because women are also working even after
Yeah.
conceiving, etc. And so pre and postnatal health. So how yoga can also help here.
Okay, let me, before moving there, I forgot I wanted to mention one more thing to all the beautiful
Okay.
women. Remember, when you, and that's a very important part for you to understand, when we are standing next to men, we should respect our body and what we
True.
have. Very important. I am not here going to go into feminism, not at all. That's not never been my approach. But respect what you have. So when I'm not saying you take a ladder, one ladder down, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying respect and see when you're going through something, understand your body is trying to tell you to go little slower. That means the work which you're doing, let's say late night shift, request your manager wherever you work, take it down little and say, no, I can work only this time because my health is suffering. And I know one of
True.
my friends, especially she's a runner friend, and she used to be amazing. She used to run city to city. I don't know if she's hearing me here right now. She used to run city to city and ultra runner with me. And she suddenly, after 3, 4 years, her body showed her. And if you see
True.
now her, she's become so big. She's trying to lose weight. And same person, her cardio was so good. But when it comes to you because you're not taking care of yourself. So when I'm saying for fitness also, why I'm saying yoga things helps you because mentally you need to accept, calm yourself. So before moving to prenatal, postnatal, and menopause for the woman, I'm going to teach you one more pranayama. I keep remembering there's so much to it, but this one is called Brahmari Pranayama. For mental, for mind to relax, and for anybody, it will help you in menopause also, in prenatal, postnatal also. So anybody can practice this. Best will be always morning, but evenings also good. How to do this? Thumb, and don't get confused. As Pooja mentioned is starting, there is overloaded information. It's perfectly fine what you're learning right now. And maybe you see my hand going here and their hand going somewhere else. Perfectly fine. The response to it is same. So you block your softer means this hard part of your ear with your thumb, so no sound can disturb and you can hear your own sound. All the fingers will be on the crown in Brahmari Pranayam. You take a breath in, you make a small sound, which sound should be like how bumblebee makes the sound. Let me first show you here. Back again straight. So it's a small hole between your lips. And when you block this, you can hear your own sound, like bee buzzing kind of sound. And the sound is the key, by the way, not the hand so much. Hand is as I taught you why to do that. So you can hear the sound clearly. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, as long you can. The sound helps the brain to calm down. That's the response, and that's the reason we practice Brahmari Pranayam. We'll do one more time, everybody. So block your ear, spine, smile on your face is very important. So the sound, you got it, how to practice it. Now we are moving towards
So this,
prenatal. So,
Neetu, one more
yeah,
thing I just wanted to, sorry to add, disturb you here. See, during periods, right? So, because we are discussing all these stages, so even during periods, so like Brahmari is something which I think they can practice even during periods, right?
that's
And
right.
yeah, and the other pranayam, alom, vilom, and a couple of
Can
asanas,
be
because that's
performed.
another
Yeah.
question. That, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anulom Vilom Brahmari, both can be practiced, by the way, part of your routine also. So here, when I am making these points, specifically, I'm saying for the people who never do yoga, don't know why to do, doesn't know what benefits are there of this pranayama. So that's the reason I have put in a bracket and saying, okay, this one will help you. So if you want to just practice this much, just include few asana and this pranayama. But Brahmari can be practiced. Okay, Brahmari can be practiced with the high blood pressure people to calm them down.
Hmm.
So there is so many ways yoga fits.
Got it. Thanks. So, any questions? I think we'll take the questions towards the end, right? So, I think we can now move on to the pregnancy bit.
Yes. So now it comes to pregnancy, which is again relates to PCOD and PCOS. So I'm going to continue with that also. So what happens once your doctor tells you, especially your gyno tells you nowadays, for most of the women, start practicing yoga. Doesn't say go start running or go start doing this. No, always say because yoga, the approach is wholesome. That means it's take care of everything for a human being, mental state to physical becoming is stronger and to internal system. And beautiful thing is works on the hormonal level like a magic for men, women both. So that's the reason yoga practice. Now, let's say a woman, once you are going through your test and you are perfectly fine now, you're in balance with your PCOD and PCOS also. Sometimes cysts are there. Still, the cyst, some people think about removing can be solution. So let me help you with that. And of course, your doctor will also tell you. Removing is not helpful because it's keep growing around it. So it doesn't go away overnight. So sometime and most of the time nowadays, women, if they take care of the lifestyle, they can conceive after that also. And once you conceive, now how to take care of that also will be lots of pranayama, lots of asanas. And if you cannot conceive also, don't give up. Because remember, this body is a magical body. It can surprise you in any age. There is, of course, talk about, and people ask me, what about if I am 39, 40, 42, 45? Let me tell you, scientifically, first of all, your body has produced and going to produce certain amount of eggs only. Okay, so let's that be the truth. But same time, a body is a magical body. As a yogi, we do believe and we do say that. So that means if you have, let's say, not by any reason, by study, your work, you give importance to that, you can get pregnant. You can keep trying and get pregnant in your 40s, 40s also. There's no problem at all. Of course, there will be another side to it. But again, I can say that also can be taken care as you contact with your gyno. She can help you with that. Because I know personally in my lifetime, I have seen few of my students who has conceived in 45, I'm not joking, 45-year-old lady and had a normal delivery. And very much she wanted the delivery. Nowadays you heard about in the swimming pool or water, you just put in a tub and then do also the lady comes to you and helps you with the whole process. But I am trying to say, because that's how you should look at things once in a while, if there is anything happening in your life where you think, okay, I did not have chance to get married and early, I wanted to give myself to this time to have my profession higher than that, perfectly fine. You can conceive. There is always can be done. So Never lose your hope. You can. Then there is IVF. There's so many ways now. You can adopt a kid. That's also there. So yes, yoga helps in a big way for you to internal system to make it strong for a woman, and she can. If a yoga teacher also, let's say, she wants to have baby later in her life, she suddenly found a partner and she wants to have, she can have. There are times when a woman 38 also she loses her baby, and there is so many miscarriages and things. Miscarriage is another thing I like to mention about. There's nothing to say about, as I mentioned scientifically, there is certain amount of egg release to our body, but same time menopause, sorry, I'm saying missing a baby can happen in any age. A 22-year-old also can. Miscarriage can happen in any time. The reason, the reason I will not pinpoint on one thing, it can be again your lifestyle, it
Hmm.
can be nature. I always believe in that. It can be nature. But you as a woman appreciate, and I feel always just work towards it if you want to become mother. And somehow, your gyno has said there is certain reason you cannot be. Still, you can try and you can see the magic happening. Because in my life, I remember I was teaching in Dubai, and there was one lady, she always calls me like, you are a pregnancy mama, because she every time yearly she joined yoga classes, she was every year got pregnant, and she said,
Oh,
this is not my age to have babies now. So I'm just make reality that is, but same time I'm trying to make you understand, yes you can, having cyst also, but work on yourself. Mental peace is very important, and physically you need to be fit for sure. Now, can we move towards menopause?
yes,
When we
certainly,
talk,
because that's another,
yeah,
issue, and
I
a lot
think
of women are getting it, at an early age also these days, stress or lifestyle, as you mentioned. So how do we prepare ourselves, mentally, physically for this, and
so.
the other side
Yeah,
effects which comes with menopause? So how yoga can help us face that?
perfect. So now menopause. Menopause, your menstrual cycle is paused, is stopped totally. Now, before that, how do you get to know you are going through it? Because as Pooja mentioned, early nowadays menopause is starting. When I'm saying early, can you believe early as 38? It used to
Hmm.
be, the time was 45, 50 plus used to start. But now, due to the lifestyle again, it starts 38 also. I have seen some of the students itself when they talk about, I'm getting hot flushes. Neetu, I'm feeling hot when I'm sitting in air condition also. You have must be heard about. And I like men also to help women to understand in this, because when you are a couple, it plays a big role to understand a woman body. And if you can't understand also, just be there to help to know a woman goes through a lot in her lifetime. And I'm talking physically, mentally, not only if you had kids, otherwise also, because your body will go through this process. It can be maybe some woman is fit, let's say, she can start her menopause in 50s. There are women, I know that, but there are women who start earlier. So as a man, you need to be always there. And if you know a woman is going through so many changes in her system, you are, as a couple, you are that for there, right? To know each other. So let's get back here. Hot flushes is one thing. There is the thing where you feel most of the time actually you are losing yourself. I mean to say, short-tempered. You feel irritated in a small, tiny thing also, which was never earlier the problem. You can start looking at suddenly putting on weight also. That can be another thing. Then same time you can start feeling a small thing, like for a woman here losing her hair a lot when she's washing, which was not the issue earlier. Her skin becoming dry, another thing, which was, let's say, earlier oily skin. So these are the things, because whatever you say, whatever I'm saying. Numbers are numbers. Sorry to say it's not numbers. You have to appreciate and acknowledge you are going to go through these kind of symptoms and you have to correct yourself. So again, I will add here Puja Ayurveda also. That's the reason in Ayurveda we say you need to prepare your body for the old age. You're not getting out of it. So everything, what you eat, how you do your practice, what kind of fitness thing you do, whatever, everything should be heading towards, I am going to head towards this old age. You cannot deny. Especially in this lifestyle where, Pooja, you mentioned, a woman is all the time fighting for, I am here. I
Recognition.
belong
Yes.
to this place, yeah, all the time. I have seen on any level you talk about. IS is also, she's also fighting there, standing to a man because they are always trying to pull her down. In any kind of profession, I don't want to get into too much, but yeah. So always remember, just appreciate what you have and always take out 1.5 hours to 2 hours, if less time, 1 hour for yourself. Very important. As I mentioned, these are the small symptoms you can notice for yourself in menopause. But same time, how to take care of these things now. Now, when these things are symptoms are coming, same time when your hormones are also, by the way, it's not doing same what it used to do. That is also almost pausing. That means your vitamins in the body is lacking. The texture of body, your joints are becoming cracky now. The same time, your skin, your body needs more nutrition than what it used to be. I can say nutrition wise, it's the same now require how you give nutrition to a growing baby. Similar kind of nutrition you need to think about. Okay, now my body is in this age where I need to. I'm not talking about taking multi-vitamin, those pills or those capsules. No, I'm always against it. Your body can have and you can have those.
Naturally.
Yes, food also. Your diet has to now change. Just add lots of different kind of. I'm not sticking to almond by the way. Lots of different kind of nuts. Always binge on those things. Cut out all the refined stuff as much you can. And the most important, start enjoying the life. Enough you fought in your life till 50 or 40. Now you don't need to. And that's the reason sometimes I'm seeing nowadays women or men also saying, now I don't need anybody approval. So don't say those words, live those words. That's the true thing, live those words. Now let me get back to this. How yoga can help you, what few tips I can give you in this when you are starting your menopause in 38 or 45 or 50 or anything. First thing, every day walk. Very important if you can't run. Perfect. And I don't want you because in your life, if you haven't, if you're not a sports person, start walk every day 1 hour. Everybody knows nowadays 10,000 steps. Make sure you do it for sure. And 1 hour of yoga practice with 30 minutes meditation. It's must to do list for all of you. Let me come back to why meditation. That's the one thing, Pooja, I feel most of the people don't know why you meditate and
True.
why you should meditate. Now, for physical body, you exercise, you become fit, you become strong. Respond to that, your internal system is functioning better, your lungs are functioning better. These are the benefits which are visible, right, for all of us. But meditation response is not visible, right? For most of the people, you just see somebody closing the eyes, you see a picture and you say, okay, what else? So, closing the eyes, why? Closing the eyes helps you. When you sit down here, all kind of things, planning will start happening in your mind because you're not moving. Movement helps you to engage your mind, but here you're not moving, so everything is happening, all the planning. But once you start meditating, slowly those plans will start dropping and you will reach a stage. But without fail, Sunday also, Monday to Sunday, Every day you need to sit 30 minutes, and you will see there will be maybe 1 minute also in that dhyan, in meditation. You will be blank. And blank will help you to calm you down. Blank will help you on your brain to how become calm in any kind of situation. You can be, everybody is maybe going crazy and you are standing same with so same kind of people and you'll be like, yeah, because that's what you think the word is, I can see through. No, you don't see through. You are so calm, it doesn't matter because you know in the end it will be solved. It will happen. And why not? My response should be calmer. I can do it instead of screaming, doing it, because that way you're unnecessarily putting pressure on your heart, unnecessarily increasing the voice, unnecessarily you're putting
True.
your head. So meditation plays a big role for that. Same time, meditation helps you to do soul search. Meditation will help you to be when you are wrong, to go and tell that person. Same time, meditation will be, which will help you to be between all the people, but same time, be with yourself. And meditation will
True.
help you to accept it when you're going through menopause, when you're going through your any kind of problems, you're going through your kids' problem, your husband problem, because mostly the problems are relationship problems, by the way. For anybody that matter, your in-laws, my father, my mother. Nowadays, father, mothers are also a big problem people talk about. So all these situations will not make you go frustrated as you will take the life as it's your play. It's a play. I'm playing any which way. If you know this, you only know, but start living those words. You are going to go from here. And where you go, you're not going to carry your father, mother, or anybody property. And neither listening my father, mother will also carry it. So no point fighting for those things. For anything, you will say, right, forget it. You should take care of your peace. That should be more important. Now,
True.
before we
That's
end this, I will add two asanas to be menopause women. It will help you and few food tips. And we have time, Pooja, right?
yes, yes.
So, few tips about how what food can help you with the hot flushes and keeping calm. Same time, as I said, your body will require more nutrition. So, and you will have sweet craving a lot, by the way. So you should start having jaggery and coconut. That means in the market when you see burfi, you can go for, and people who are other part of the world also, you know what is coconut. And you know what is the jaggery word, means jaggery sugar. It's a not refined sugar. All these together also can mix and make any kind of dessert. Same time, have some banana chips. You should have some tapioca. What do we call it? It's a tapioca only, right?
Yeah,
Puja,
tapioca chips is what we call I mean, you mean to say in Hindi, what do we call that?
no, no, English only. I think everybody understands tapioca,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So tapioca chips, all these things, small amount every day should be part of your nutrition. The other thing in the morning, all the women start taking a teaspoon of ghee. I'm right, but good quality ghee, good lubrication for your all the cracky joints. So that you can do in asana, Hastapad Anugashtan asana, which will again work towards your uterus. And same time,
Hmm.
it will help to open up all the tight hips and thighs. Now, because
All right.
body also you have seen, it's getting tighter more due to
Hmm.
again, you're not accepting and lots of fight is going on internally. So how to do that? I will not stand, I'll show you from here. And balance is another key for that. So what you need to do, you need to hold this toe and bring in the front. As much you can straighten it. And then same time, 5 breath, then from the side, turn it and open it. I know it will require a certain amount of practice for you, but with the practice, you can get that. The other practice will be for here. very important pranayama, I'm going to say. And whole yoga class will help you, by the way. These are the few asanas I'm saying, which is must be done in your practice. But whole yoga class, wherever you're learning, that will help you. In pranayama, now I said hot flushes. That means you need more cooling, right? So you need to activate your Chandra Nadi, not the Surya Nadi, because Surya Nadi is already, it's going overflowing. So Chandra Nadi, what breathing you will do in Nadi Suddhi here, to activate what you will do, you block your right nostril, inhale through your left.
All right.
The first one it will be, exhale through the left. And then after that, in 5 times do that. And then after that, you inhale through the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. So first, it's very important to inhale, exhale both through the left to activate your Chandra Nadi, the moon, to calm you and to cool you. Same time, you can do Sitali Pranayam. Sitali Pranayam. So your teeth has to be clenched and you make a space. The other one I can't do. So simply, by the way, 2 ways you can do. You can roll your tongue, which I can't do ever. So you roll your tongue and same you breathe in. So cold air goes inside and you exhale through your nostrils. So that's what it is. Sitli and Sitkari Pranayam. Same time, as I already mentioned, 30-minute meditation is must. And food, other things already I added. So this much practice and walk again. Or you can cycle. Yeah, 30 minutes, 1 hour. And as much activity you can do, because remember, this is the time also you start putting on weight because your system, everything is pausing. Now, any questions anybody have?
Any questions? Those who joined us later, we need to address, the many changes a woman's body goes through, mentally, physically, from teenage, pregnancy, addressing PCOS, PCOD. I think we also have thyroid, breast cancer. Last month was women's health, and all these issues were, highlighted. So, but yoga, as Neetu mentioned, helps us lead a balanced lifestyle. So instead of waiting to, start it later when stress and these issues start hitting us, I think usually around 35, 40 is when we realize there has to be a change in lifestyle, etc. I think starting early, teenage. So it's a good thing now schools are, insisting that kids take up yoga. So it's not so much to do with just physical practice, but it's also making them mentally more strong and aware of their body, right? So I think even as parents, we can encourage, kids to start as early as, I think 7 to 8 years is a good age to start the practice, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And meditation, again, everyone is usually curious what it is about, but that me time is so important, because again, what Neetu mentioned, there's so much going on, conflict, inner conflict, and that also results in so many issues physically. So the self-acceptance, I think meditation really helps us build that strength of self-acceptance and also to be able to communicate, right? Because as she mentioned, people around us, because instead of coming under competition and, insecurities and pressure, if we openly communicate things that, we can do and we cannot do and accept that we are different in certain areas. So I think yoga in general helps us, give us this good balance outlook and also helps us lead a balanced lifestyle. And all these things about food, Ayurveda. Sorry, Neetu, can you hear? Can you hear something in the
No,
background?
now I'm back. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So even food need to address, certain aspects. We can healthy eating habits, which can be a part of our daily life. Then simple exercise like walking, right? And then pranayam. I think that Sheetali cooling pranayam now, considering it's summer, everyone can do it. And so, yes, so thank you, Neetu, for this wonderful session. And there's so much to take away from this. Any questions anyone has? We are going to save the video also. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Neetu. She's also the founder of Total Yoga, so you can either contact her directly at her Insta handle or Total Yoga, right? Thanks again. Thank you, Neetu. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You have a wonderful weekend. And
And you
yeah,
too?
we'll plan a session soon. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay,
And
thank you
thanks,
everybody and
everyone.
have a good
Yeah.
weekend.